Yeah. Um, Everybody has problems. Some people's are worse, and sometimes people are cruel for stupid reasons. Pride or whatnot. Life is hard. I can't lie to you. Can't tell you that it's easy, that everything's just gonna be sunshine and rainbows all the time. Because that would be a lie. You're gonna have struggles. You're gonna have cruel people. You're gonna have assholes. You're gonna have some people who will follow you like a ghost, and maybe they'll fuck you over, and you never know. But the one thing you kind of gotta stick with is the fact that no matter how much shit crosses your way, or how many horrible, cruel people will hurt you physically, mentally, emotionally, that wasn't your fault. Like, you may tell yourself that you know it's not your fault, but a lot of the times what's inside, you still blame yourself for it. You think, if I hadn't been such a ass, or if I had followed their directions, or if I had done exactly what they said, then maybe this wouldn't have happened, right? Even if you did follow everything to the millimeter, did everything perfectly, people who are like that will always find a way or a reason to be mad or upset, even if it's completely illogical. But none of that is because of you. Or, yeah, none of that is something that you had control over. You couldn't have known that something was going to happen before it happened. You're not psychic. You don't just wake up one day and you go, if I'm mean with my mom, then I'll get my phone taken away. You don't know that for sure. Sure, there's a risk, but you never know for sure. And I feel like that's important. Part of life is its unpredictability. and the fact that nobody really knows what's going to happen. You can write statistics or do math or try and predict things, but nothing is ever exactly as it was predicted. Like my mom couldn't have predicted that I was going to cut my hair or shave my eyebrows. Like there's not you can't predict things. You can't know for sure. And if you tell yourself that this will never stop, you don't know that. Tomorrow could be the best day of your fucking life, and you won't know it until you get there. And I'm aware that this is some stupid fucking video or whatever. Me being supportive. But, hey man, I'm a shit liar. I'm speaking facts, alright? Like, for example, for a while, told myself that it was my fault that I'm in this situation. I led him on. I made him horny. Whatever. It was my problem. I have to fix it, right? Um, or if I had been there, my grandma wouldn't be dead. Or if I had smiled to my pet cat more, he wouldn't be dead. Or if I had slept a certain way on my bed, my back wouldn't hurt. You know? I don't have control over any of these things. I don't have control over my bed. I don't have control over other people when they die, when they live, when they do cruel things that'll hurt me or somebody else. I don't have control over that unless I like tell them to do it, which is stupid, but yeah, you get the idea. But just it's stupid to think that it'll never end, because that's not true in so many ways. Like, literally, the second you get out of high school and you turn 18, then none of this shit is your problem anymore. Right? You can hang out with your friends, you can do whatever, and you're done. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? And it's just like, okay, this doesn't sound like every fucking inspirational video ever, but like, there's so much shit to life, and you have no idea what it might be like. Like, you don't know tomorrow maybe you'll find a puppy and you'll adopt it. Maybe on your birthday you'll just run into fucking Gerald Butler. I don't know. Like, maybe you'll get a pet rat. That would be pretty dope. Maybe tomorrow night your parents are making your favorite meal. You never know this shit for sure. And you can't know. But you kind of just have to look forward to it. Like, I don't know what my future's gonna be like, but I'm certainly excited to see what's gonna happen, whether it's bad or good. Whether my boyfriend breaks his ankle or I get to peg him. I don't know. Like, there's good and there's bad, and you never know which one's gonna happen, and you can't know. So don't try and predict it and say like, this will never end. My pain will never stop, because and it's just not true. you you aren't in control of your own suffering, or that's incorrect. You you aren't in control of your pain, but you are in control of your suffering. And you may be like, huh, the fuck do you mean? But if somebody calls you, say, like a bitch, somebody calls you a bitch, how you react to that is your decision. And sure, it'll hurt. Like if somebody called me a bitch out of nowhere, I'd be like, why? And I would be concerned. Why would they call me that? What did I do to make them call me that, right? But later on, when I think about it, I can go, I didn't do anything that would warrant this reaction. I didn't stab them, you know. I didn't do anything to them. That was their choice. I'm not upset about it. I'm just confused. And that would be my suffering. But say if somebody called somebody a bitch and the person who got called that decided to stab them and was put in prison, that would be their suffering. And they would be in control of that because that's how they reacted. And I'm not saying that every single decision you make is completely under your control, because I don't know, there's a funky thing in your brain. Everybody's different. Everybody's personality is different. How I react to things is completely different to how somebody else reacts to things, and that's fine. But sometimes you gotta just understand that, like, no matter what bullshit is thrown at you, it'll get compensated for later. At least if you believe in karma. Because if I are nice and set the table like I have been for like the past week, the past few days my grandma hasn't made me do it. She hasn't even called me down. And every day I say, hey, why didn't you call me down to set the table? And she says, well, you've done it all week. You don't have to. So it's like tit for tat, right? So it's just more reason to be excited about the future. It's just that if you've experienced pain now, you're gonna get some really good pleasure later, you know what I mean? Like, if you got stabbed in the kidney, maybe in a year or two you're gonna get the best blowjob of your life. You never know. Like, it's unpredictable, and you can't predict it. I can't predict it, but it might happen. It might not happen, but it'll make up for itself. It always does. Like, it seems stupid and crazy, right? But it always makes up for itself. Like, when I broke my wrist, that sucked. This is a stupid thing I did, you know? But not long after, and I got the cast taken off and everything, I got to kind of skip out on yoga class. So tit for tat, right? Because I can just be like, hey, I broke my wrist. It's hurting, you know? And the teacher's like, you just go slow, sweetheart, you know? And boom, problem solved. Like, that's all there is to it, you know? It's just, yeah. Essentially, thanks for coming to my anti-depression rant. Ew, I hate that. But yeah, I know it's fucking stupid and whatnot to do this. but it's important that you understand. Or at least listen and think about it later. You don't have to fully comprehend right now, but at least be like, oh, I hear you. You don't have to be happy with me. You don't have to be my friend. But at least just listen to what I have to say, And just take it into consideration, I guess. Anyways, I'm gonna go take a piss and watch a guy play a game called Maneater. So, see you later, sluts.